tired. We're gonna. I can't just go to sleep after I've been, playing a game normally. So it's like winding down. So yeah, I was up till about 3 o'clock, and I'm pretty tired. I don't know. Tried to get up for 8 o'clock to do the stream earlier, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. So here I am now, and it's time to prep some Curse of Strahd. I don't even remember what I said we were going to work on today. I know that we were working on Bone Grinder last time. I've got all three worlds open. I've got Nightfall, I got Test World, and I got Daybreak. Daybreak is what we are playing today. There we go. Let's take a general look at Daybreak, and maybe that will inspire us of what we need to prep today. So, they've had 2 permanent deaths. They are currently dining with the Burgomaster and his children at their house. Now, here's the thing. We have exterior map for the Burgomaster's house, but we don't have an interior map for the Burgomaster's house. Now, Benios, the greatest 3D map maker of all time, has released a new pack of maps, and they are called, let's see, Fitator Manor. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if he is exclusively doing version 10 content or not. If he's only doing version 10 content, we will not be able to access these lovely new 3D maps that he is making. We have all the maps we need to run the game, and so now the stuff he's making is more like supplemental stuff, and kind of branching out into other D&D stuff. So, yeah. What we're gonna do though is try to get that loaded up using Moulinet. So we're gonna click on Moulinet. We're gonna go to just a little P button. P for Patreon. We are going to have to go authenticate because it's been a hot minute. We're going to let them know that we're bros. Good. And now we should be able... Yes, we're bros. Good, good, good. We should be able to search for it and put it into the world. So we're going to go to scenes. It's going to start loading that up. We are just going to go to Benios Battle Maps, and we are going to look for this new one, which is called... This is how tired I am. I can't remember the word I just said. Fitator Manor. So here we go. Boop, 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 boop. That's the sound of typing shit in. So, no, Fititov. There we go. Alright, so I see Fititov there. And it gives me hope that it's showing up at all. It is a very big set of maps. There is a spooky version, and there is a not spooky version. I think this campaign has enough content, so even though this has a really cool haunted house, and it could have made for a perfect Death House substitute, so that we could have run the beginning of the campaign with animated maps just like we ran, we're running everything else. Instead, we used those heroic maps, which were gorgeous, and they certainly did the job. But life pre-Moulinet, I guess. Again, I'm in the same boat that Dom is in. I don't just use Moulinet to grab random shit. I am literally only using Moulinet to access Benios Maps products. I tried it before, and I just don't like working with other people's maps because I have no idea what sort of crap they put in the map and what I'm working with, and I like to know what I'm working with. So that's my concern there. Alright, let's go ahead and just grab one of these. We want to make sure that we are not bringing in the 4K. You should only grab the 4K Benios maps if you are hosting on your own very fast, very good server, and all of your players have elite gaming machines with corporate sponsored internet. He makes them so that you could use them for your virtual tabletop. At home, like if you have like a a nice screen turned sideways that you put miniatures on, so the 4K looks really, really good. Or if you and your group just have really amazing internet connections and really amazing computers. But it is not recommended for the Forge or for most users. All right. So we're going to go to the HD version, and we're going to hit import scene, and then it's going to say there's 120 more things. Do you want to grab all of them? And I will cry a little because this is going to make it really hard for them to use their world, but I'll say do it. And now that's going to run in the background and eventually import 19 scenes and all of the shit that goes with it. And we'll look through them and decide what we need and what we don't need. So right across the screen here, it says that there's 6%, 10%. They're slowly working through it. So while they're slowly working through it, let's go ahead and look at the Curse of Strahd Reloaded compilation thread over on the Curse of Strahd subreddit, which is a very good subreddit for Curse of Strahd stuff. I'm so tired. Oh, it's a fun little puzzle dungeon, a touch reminiscent of Resident Evil style games. So should I plan on using it? I mean, I don't like the word puzzle that you just said. I try to keep profanity off of this channel because, you know, we do family-friendly content. But if you're going to just drop the P word like that at 9:12 in the morning, Scottrick, I mean, explain yourself at least. God. All right, let's Google what the hell a Fitator Manor is. I feel like there's enough haunted houses and shit though in the game. Like Fitator Manor. Fleshing out Curse of Strahd, Kresk Part 2, Fitator Manor, teach me. So your players are in Krezk, and they're unraveled the mystery of Ilya Kreskov. What mystery? Who the fuck is Ilya Kreskov? Anna is most likely either dead or exiled, and Dmitri is merely catatonic. Let's see. Lastly, Krezk's main food stocks are mostly wiped out, and they certainly don't have enough for the town to survive the coming winter. Krezk is panicking as the villagers realize they're all going to starve. What in the world are we going to do? Master table of contents. Oh, just a lot of words. Alright, okay. Story overview. Finding some extra food stores for Krezk involves going on another mini-adventure. To reiterate, I heavily borrowed and adapted the following plot from Curse of Strahd's Adventure League modules, The Broken One and The Tempter. The players will get a clue from Luca Barbu, Krezk's village simpleton, problematic, that leads them to Fitator Estate. When they arrive, the players will find the fanciest mansion they've ever seen in Barovia thus far. Not only that, but Lady Fitator is actually hosting a ball that day. I've played Luigi's Mansion. Okay, I know where this is going. Players will be whisked away into a world of lavish finery, food, and music. No, they won't. What players would be dumb enough to believe that? Finally, before meeting the lady of the house, Lady Fitator will gladly entertain her guest, as a well-mannered woman should, but in the end flatly refuses to request a Krezk in any way. The curse takes hold shortly after nightfall, and Lady Fitator's refusal, a curse suddenly takes hold of the manor. All the guests fall over dead, and the house itself rapidly ages and deteriorates before the player's eyes. I feel like we've already done this in Death House. The players will likely want to know what in the world just happened, and they'll start exploring. They'll find some documents and letters detailing a tragedy that has befallen the house, as well as evidence of a horrible curse. They'll also find that the heart of this curse might be somewhere in the center of the family hedge maze, along with the family's amassed treasure. Wanting to lift the curse, will lead the party to the maze, questionable. They have to brave the maze and the beast that guards it in order to get to the center. Once in the center, the party will showdown with a ghostly version of Lady Fitator, who is actually being mixed with the very essence of the curse. Once defeated, the curse is lifted. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there, okay? I understand that it is a popular variation to start the campaign in Kresik instead of the village of Barovia because it keeps murder hobos far enough away from the castle at low levels that they will not stupidly go to the castle and cause trouble. And then when people argue, but what about Irenia? They are like, she's already fled here from the village of Barovia, and she and her brother are already there. And so it makes sense, given that the village of Barovia is fucking terrible. It's absolutely destitute. It's bankrupt. There's like one tavern, one general store that you can't afford goods from, houses full of zombies, nothing to do. The only like two quests involve traveling to the other side of the world, or going and getting yourself fucking killed. I mean, I get it. It's it's a smart move to start in Kresik, but spoiler, I didn't start in Kresik. So I feel like this would be like the Death House that you would run in Kresik. I just feel like, oh, there's probably a section called Death House. Let's see. The Curse, Part 1, Part 2. And that's it. It has occurred to me that I put a nice link to the maps here in the comments. Having it in the actual post was apparently messing up the old Reddit. Okay. Alright. Mandy Mod providing that nice map. Looking good. I don't know. I just kind of wanted a house for them to walk around in. But I could kind of see that. So you do another haunted house that kind of mirrors what they did at the Death House, but by the time they get here, they're going to be much higher level, and then they're going to be like, oh, it's just like Death House, but this time we're ready. Okay. Alright. Well, Kresik is very far away, so I'm not going to worry about this today. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go to, what's this thing called? Discord. Yeah. And I'm going to put a note here for later. Let's see. Wow. I mean, did Kresik really need, like, more content? I guess it was a little boring. And the stuff that was there wasn't that good. It feels like without third-party content creators, this campaign wouldn't be nearly as cool as it is. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. What am I? That's dumb. Alright, here's a link for that. And I'm going to go ahead and pin it. Okay. Yeah, we're too far away to worry about this place at this juncture. Alright. Have we finished importing the maps, though? We have. Alright, let's go take a look. Let's see how our pastries are looking coming out of the oven. Alright. What is this mirror battle? That sounds kind of cool. Oh no, it's not loading. I worried about this. So again, everything that he's making now, he's making for Foundry 10, and I haven't switched over to Foundry 10 yet. So kind of sucks. So I don't actually need any of this yet, nor can I use any of it yet. I guess I could get non-3D versions of the map, but this sort of solves my problem. If they make it to Kresik before I switch over to Foundry 10, I won't run this content. But if they do make it to Kresik after I switch to Foundry 10, then we will run this content. But for now, I need to throw all of this content in the trash. How sad. Alright. Trash can. Open. Stuff it all in there. Get in the fucking trash. Alright. Well, that was a sad dead end to run down. Like, I wanted a map of a building, but I didn't want it. And I wanted to do this, but I didn't want it. And then it's over. And now I'm done. And scene. Alright. And then we take all of trash and we delete it. Alright. So, we'll go ahead then and just do a theater of the mind with this little picture in the background. And that should do. Here's the thing, it's not even that I feel left out and I want to be on 10 yet. I really don't want to be on 10 just yet. I'm happy not having to run updates because all of my stuff is sort of frozen in time. On Wednesday night's games, I'm not particularly happy with all of the interface and having all my stuff erased, and I just never felt like putting it back in. Like, my attack animations and my shortcuts and my macros and all that. I just don't want to do it anymore. And then our game crashes like randomly, couple times per session. And like, why? Why are we doing all that? It just doesn't seem like it's worth switching to 10 yet. But I guess if you're trying to stay relevant and you're trying to stay up to date, and in my situation, if you're dependent on third-party publishers that are making stuff through Patreon, then yeah, I guess you want to keep chasing them down, following them onto the next version. Fortunately, I have everything I need for the core campaign already. I do continue to support Benios Maps through Patreon because I am streaming paid games using their assets, so I want to make sure that they are compensated for that. But I could probably drop Moulinet now that I see this because that was the only thing I was getting from Moulinet, and then I can't really, I can't really use anything that he's making now. So something to think about. All right. Well, that line of development kind of crashed and burned. Okay. I guess we will drag out all the people who will be participating in this year's dinner. So we'll grab Arena and we'll grab Ismark. And I can never remember the name of the dad. I think it's like Kolion. There we go. I do like that we've kept Kolion alive and that Kolion is going to give them some stuff to do. Because for me, that seems like a good way for them to start to fix the village of Barovia, and then when he gets taken out, it's not just the siblings who are upset about it. Maybe the party is upset about it too, because these are the first people that have done something nice for them in the whole adventure, and I really want to take some time for them to rest and feel safe and feel like a part of this world, only to have the rug pulled out of them later. Alright, so fun stuff. Since we're stuck in Barovia for a little while, it wouldn't hurt to refresh our memory of extra content that people recommend for the Village of Barovia. So we're going to check out Lunch Break Heroes Raising the Stakes. This is a product that is freely available. Raising the Stakes did a tremendous job of modifying the campaign and adding new stuff to it. They are also very upset about the OGL. You can check out their latest video. It's pretty angry. It's a pretty angry video, rightly so. Alright, let's go through here and see what we got. Village of Barovia additions. Let me see if I can remember all this stuff. A Father's Love. Eastmark is correct to think that the cause of the disappearances within the village is Father Donovich, because he's feeding them to his kid. So we could definitely talk about the disappearances of villagers and whatnot. We got a mystery to solve. It's apparently a very easy mystery, but, that's the best kind. Let's see. Then we've got spreading infection. According to the module, 15% of the houses in Barovia have Strahd zombies. Why is this happening? So let's see. Past several weeks, the sickness has been going. If the party questions the villagers, they may discover the following. Those who die of the sickness rise up as flesh-eating monsters. Within minutes, those who are killed by the monsters become monsters themselves. It is rumored that severed parts of the monsters have a mind of their own. The latest person to fall ill is Dolan Nezikov, lawful good male human commoner. Wine shipments have recently stopped from the local tavern, much to everyone's annoyance. Alright, so the party talks to Dolan. They basically find out about the well. If the Strahd zombies are not removed from the well, I don't think that I don't think I have a map that has a well. Now that I think about it, but let's take a look. Let's see. Regional dioramas, regional maps, woods and camps, La Road, world map. Did I throw these in the trash? Streets and fields of Barovia. Let's take a look at all these. See if we can find the one that's got a well. This one doesn't have a well, but guess what? I have this incredible ability called Photoshop, so I'll just add it in. There's no well here that I can see, but we could certainly add one. And then the fields outside of town, no well either. But I remember there being like a big folder of extra city maps. So let us go to our compendium. We will go to scenes, and we will go to the Crash Jam folder that we use to sort everything. Here we go. Curse of Strahd. Argonvasalt, Abbey, Berez, Castle Ravenloft, Gates of Barovia, Lake Zarovich, Mad Mage, Modular City. There we go. So, Modular City, we could do streets and town square. And there's also one for shops, but we really don't need that. So we're going to import the folder structure of streets into our campaign. I'm currently in test world right now. Alright, so while that's importing, we should probably go back to Daybreak. And I want to do a... No, that's Nightfall. Go to Daybreak. And I want to go into Daybreak, and I need to move... No. We're good. Okay. So let's go over here to this new folder that we imported. It should have ended up... Where is it? Curse of Strahd, Modular City, Streets. Alright, let's check these out. Street number 1. Would you support the inclusion of a well? Oh my. This town is doing way too good for itself. It's probably not what we need. Let's see. Street number 2. Got a busted road. That works pretty good. We got a cart. Still not seeing a well. Are you a well over here? No. Alright. Street number 3. Hey, we got a winner. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, so we got a well over here. Fantastic. Excellent. So I'm going to take this street number 3, and I'm going to move it to Village of Barovia. There we go. I like it. Okay, so now we have that, which is good. Let's see. I don't think there's going to be anything to do in the well. It's not like going to lead to a fucking dungeon or anything like that. But now we do have that side quest as well. Alright. As well. I'm so fucking tired. Alright. We're going to close this. We're going to close that. We got Curse of Strahd reloaded over here. Just nudge that into the corner. Kind of nudge. Wow, I am really I'm really tired. Okay. let's go over to. But I had a really good time playing Celeste last night. I really like my character this time around, like way more than my character in the last game. And I feel like this campaign has a bit more focus than this expansion one. Anyways, all right. Here's a color PDF about their village of Barovia. Maybe I downloaded it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Let's see. Apparently I did because it has a little number 1 next to it. You know, like when your parents download stuff from their email and they don't know where it is, they download it too many times. That's what I just did. All right. The PCs arrive in Barovia and exit Death House. Getting to know Muriel, the Were-Raven. Okay, that's hype. We could definitely do that. Angry mobs of Barovia. The village of Barovia, as destitute as it is frequently a launching point for angry mobs. So that makes sense too. That'd be a fun encounter. And then they've got some excuses for why you would have that. Bildras Mercantile. Due to the layout of the village, it's entirely possible for Bildraff and Periwinkle to be the first living Barovians, NPCs that they encounter. He has a secret thing for them to go do called Last Week's Meet. The Blood on the Vine Tavern. People try not to say Strahd's name. We've been doing fine on that. Strands of Fate. This is a great place for people to meet replacement characters. And here's some suggested replacement characters. The owners of the tavern. Eric is barkeep. Excellent opportunity to introduce the Solus. We did that just fine, I think. The nature of the Solus can provide a source of intrigue. Alenka, Mirabelle, and Sorvia are the Vistani owners of the Blood of the Vine Tavern. As written, they are ordinary Vistani who happen to own land. You may also run them as Mortu, which are outcasts, which I am doing. We got the Radu Radovich side quest here. These 3 women are no longer welcome. Lawful individuals, getting to know you, Radu Radovich. Dream Pastry Patrons. Mad Mary's Townhouse. Alright. The first floor of this old, dirty dwelling comprises a 1-bedroom house. Gertruda. Mary was bringing Gertruda tea when she found her daughter missing and dropped in horror. Gertruda's room. Okay. Small sitting area. 2 comfortable armchairs. Alright. Burgomaster's Mansion. For your consideration, these guys as player characters. I am doing this in my classic game, so that's fine. Irenia has a scarf around her neck. Check. Strands of Fate. Purchased Dream Pastries. If Irenia or Ismark are offered pastries, they will decline. Getting to know you, Irenia. We already settled on that. Spending the night. The Burgomaster's Mansion has a similar layout to the Baron's Mansion in Valakai, except for the attic, which has a ladder leading to a trapdoor on the roof. If the player characters at the mansion exhausted from Death House or towards the evening, Ismark offers them opportunity to rest and relative safety. Okay, and I think that's what Benios told me to do, actually, when I messaged him. He said just use the Baron's Mansion. Alright, so let's go back to Daybreak, and we will open up our Moulinet again. And then we'll go here, and we'll set it to Benios. We will go to Baron. Let's see what happens when we do that. Floor 1 of the Baron's house. We don't want the 4K version. We'll import the scene. Shit balls. Alright, yeah, import all 206 entities. We'll clean it up later. Alrighty. So we got that cooking and baking. Let's go back to this. Strands of Fate. Madame Eva's invitation. If they are here, they get a psychic dream about Madame Eva's tent. They should go there and get their fortunes told. Alright, if your PC is encountered and kept the dog Lancelot, Ismark is likely to note that the road is no place for a house-raised animal. He can offer to care for Lancelot while he stays to rule as Burgomaster in Barovia. Oh, good points, good points. There is really no reason for him to go with the party if his father's dead, because he really would need to stay and like rule the town. In my classic game, he's leaving because he's a player character and he wants to go adventuring. But in the normal game, there's really no reason for him not to go. That would be heartbreaking in Daybreak because, Reed has huge crush on him. So maybe they'll find a reason to leave and go, or maybe they'll find somebody else to take over. We'll see. Mad Mary's visits. If your PCs are too spooked or distracted to investigate her crying, she comes to the mansion's front door soon after the party has met Irenia and gotten comfortable. Eastmark asks the PCs to stay with Irenia upstairs while he answers the door. Upon opening it, Mad Mary pushes her way into the house. They can hear her frantic rambling as she begs Eastmark to help her daughter. If they intervene, she latches on to the first PC who is kind to her, and she begs them to find her daughter. This is the one where they made Gertruda like 7 or 8 years old and she was stolen by the hags. I still think this is a pretty dangerous play. Less dangerous than saying that she got taken away to the castle. But I kind of like the idea that Gertruda... Another angle for this is that Gertruda is actually a grown-ass woman, and she was kept like Rapunzel style, locked in her house, and she couldn't ever go anywhere. That would be like another overlap, because a lot of people run Victor from, Valakai as a kid that is locked up in his house as well, which I don't feel like Victor was locked up in his house per the writing, because they tried to do an arranged marriage with this other family. I just feel like he's kept under like a tight, like a short leash, and he's kept under thumb. I don't know what to say. I'm super tired this morning. The Vampire in the Cellar, the Burgomaster's Burial, the Cemetery, the March of the Dead, and the Dead Pet. Alright. And Barovian Addicts. 2 men are fighting over a small paper bag. It contains dream pasters. So yeah, we have plenty of things to do here in Barovia. We don't have to make up any more stuff. So that's good. Alright. That means that overall, we have, I would say, a couple of sessions worth of stuff to do still in the village of Barovia. This is not me trying to milk it. I'm ready to stop playing D&D, but these are going to be my last hurrah D&D campaigns, so I might as well explore and enjoy all the great content that was made for it. Yeah. They're also going to find out about crafting today, and they have crafting recipes that we will need to do. That's probably something that we should have done as our prep today. Would have been that. Yeah, that makes sense. That would have been a good thing to do. Maybe we will either do a bonus stream, otherwise we will work on recipes and crafting on Wednesday. I'm actually going to make a note for myself that is what we're going to work on Wednesday. But today, I think, is going to be a lot of roleplay, a lot of tutorials, and then they might try to tackle some of the quests around town, of which there are certainly plenty of things for them to do. But I'm going to put a note here, Curse of Strahd prep, and we were going to do recipes and crafting in our next game. And then my other group is going to start heading towards Valakai, so we do need to start prepping the city of Valakai. I have all of the NPCs built for Valakai. I don't have them populated onto the maps, and I did not explore any additional content for the town of, or for the city of Valakai, so we'll need to look into that. I'm still waiting for it to dump the entire city of Valakai into my game as my players desperately try to log in to a world that is building itself. So hopefully this finishes up soon. Nope, it ain't even close. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Alright, looking through here, I feel like we have all of the actors that we need to be successful here. And we have random encounters rolled out in advance as well. As long as the party keeps moving, we won't make things too bad for them. But at some point, we will have Anastasia show up, and Anastasia will basically show up and be looking for someone to feed on, to eat, and that will be an encounter that happens. If they stay there a really long time, we might have a scene where they go to collect taxes or whatever, and then I feel like they would probably try to collect the taxes in the spring, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the best time for them to collect the taxes. They certainly wouldn't try to collect the taxes in the middle of winter because transporting the money and stuff would be sort of a pain. All right. Our maps are in. That's good. We certainly didn't need all of these. We just needed the Baron's house. Let's see. Does this even work? Because they were updated to 10? Oh, okay. It does. So, yeah. Cool. We will just hold on to the Baron's house for now. And then I guess we could just get rid of the rest of Valakai. So, I will drag that down to the village of Barovia. There we go. And then we can get rid of the rest of Valakai here. Good. In Barovia, we will make a new scene. And we will go ahead. Thanks. Really needed that. Alright, so we have a new scene. We will go over to our test world, and we're going to export this one right here, which is Modular Street 3, because this one has a well. Alright, going over here, and import. Yep. You did not update or upload a data file. Okay. I really hope I don't have to manually import this shit. Let's see. Okay. Export. Yeah, okay. Go over here and import. Do these guys not, like, import and export well? I mean, I ain't mad if they don't. Alright, there we go. That was weird. Okay. Cool. That works. Alright. Friar Ross, last D&D campaign. Yeah, I had made the decision at the beginning of the year, really before all of this OGL leak and OGL drop and everything happened, that I was not planning to run any new Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. I was going to try out Pathfinder 2. Depending on how things pan out, I might just try out, or I've played World of Darkness before, but I might try playing some World of Darkness. I basically just want to spend 2023 trying out new systems. I'm getting a little bored. I've been playing 5th edition D&D since the playtest for 5th edition D&D, so I've been playing for 10 years now. So I'm getting a little burned out on it, and I feel like my current games are good places to go out on. So my Red Hand of Doom remix, my 3 Curse of Strahd games, and my 2 Odyssey games are fantastic campaigns, and it's a good place to end. I was very excited about the prospect of Planescape. Someone did ask me if that was going to kind of influence. Oh, my chair fell down. If that was going to influence whether or not I kept playing D&D because of how much I like Planescape, and Planescape is eventually coming out for new D&D, and it is probably going to be a showpiece of one D&D, so there's definitely some drama there. But I get the feeling that you could run a good Planescape game in any system without really needing to worry about the D&D lore. So, I don't know. we'll see. We don't know what the future holds. I got plenty on my plate right now, for sure. So I'm just gonna kind of focus on that and see what happens. All right. So in Daybreak, we need to have Muriel, and then there's also supposed to be a Raven that Muriel disguises herself as. And we have this regular Raven, but she is a special blue Raven. So I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm just going to put Raven blue. And let's see, where did Muriel's cool Raven end up? Probably in the Muriel folder, if I'm being honest. So let's see. Uriel Mardukov. Let's go in here. Where's my blue Raven? Alright, let's see. I know I picked out stuff for it. Let's see. Raven. Blue. No. Let's see. Raven. PNG. Raven book. Lincoln Raven. Raven maid. The Raven Timothy. Let's see. Where did I put that? Okay. I will find it. Now I'm feeling stubborn, so now I'll definitely track it down. Ah, okay. So ravens with blue feathers. I could have sworn I made these into a token for her, but I guess not. So let's do that real quick. With the last couple of minutes we have before the stream, the prep stream ends, we'll go ahead and get Muriel the Raven, because we do not have all of the actors done. For those of you who hung out today for this very tired and very confusing prep, I appreciate you. For people with ADHD, there is something called body doubling, wherein we are able to focus a lot better if there are other people around, even if those other people are not helping or doing anything. But the cool part about streaming my prep is that very frequently the people in prep are also helping me, as well as helping me to stay focused. So it's a real win-win to stream my prep, and I really do appreciate, even when I am tired and out of it and everything else, having people show up and hang out and chat, even if they don't say anything. I look over occasionally, I see that there are other people out there, and yeah, so that helps me a lot. So big thank you. I would not be able to run the amount of games that I run and do all of the great work that I do if not for the people who have been hanging out in chat and just giving me that encouragement, just lending me their presence. It really does mean a lot. So thank you. Bro, body doubling is real. That's how I get my carpentry done, knowing people are watching and expecting me. Yeah, yeah. And I had no idea that I was using body doubling by streaming until I heard about body doubling, and then I was like, oh shit, that's exactly what I'm doing. Hey, I did make a Raven blue, you bastard. All right. Whatever. The token you make twice is the best token that you could make. You can quote me on that one, I guess. Let's see. How long ago? It says I made it long ago. How long ago did I make it? Fuck it. All right. Just give me that. Just give me the one I just made. It's fun. I don't really feel like investigating the mystery or anything. All right, cool. So closing that out. Go here. Raven blue. Got it. Beauty. All right. Grab that and Raven blue. All right. So we need to introduce the Raven that kind of follows them around or whatever. I like that. The other group has the kitten already. I feel like the Pokemon collection's getting really big. I don't know why the characters would continue to keep a kitten with them in Barovia, though, so We'll see what happens with the kitten. All right, I have to go get ready to run my game. People are starting to log in. We haven't played. No, well, yeah, we played last week. So I got to go and catch up with them, and maybe beforehand I got to go somehow figure out how to get more energy. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm drinking a Monster, but it means nothing to me. Um, Hi Prime Almighty. I know the feeling. I had roommates once upon a time, so I had people in the house even if we didn't talk a lot. So a good friend of mine that I've fallen out of touch with because I'm very old and that happens to old people. They were a TV person, and I could not. I'm a person that if there's a TV on, I will watch the TV, even if it's the dumbest shit in the whole world. And I don't watch a lot of TV, and so when a TV is on, I am just mesmerized by the TV. But this person was a TV person, and basically they had a TV in every room in their house. And again, this is like 20 years ago, so it wasn't cheap to have a TV in every room in your house. And they were always on because they could not stand to be alone, and having the TV on was like you could just feel the hum in the background of people's voices and stuff like that. And so they always had a TV, and that was the only way they could stay focused. Is they had a TV next to their workstation because they were a digital artist, and that TV was always on, always kind of keeping them. And I'm sure that they love the streaming industry now because you can actually have other people um, in the background. And I have a handful of YouTubers that when I am working by myself and I'm not streaming my prep, I will listen to those YouTubers. Not YouTubers, VTubers, excuse me, and streamers and stuff like that. I just like people with a good voice. I don't really care what they're doing or what they're playing. It's nice to have that sound in the background. And generally, I like to follow streamers that are not doing things I'm interested in, because then I don't have any temptation to look at what they're doing. So if you look at the streamers I follow, a lot of them don't even like do Dungeons and Dragons stuff. But I just, they have a cool voice or a nice voice, and they don't do things I'm interested in, so it works out for me. Anyways, rambling, cause tired. All right, quick announcements. Tonight we're playing Mythic Odyssey, Isle of the Fates. It's one of my favorite parts of the campaign. I'm gonna probably re-listen to the Isle of the Fates episode from Odyssey Prime to remind myself of what the voices are like and the mannerisms of the Fates. I feel like I really crushed that particular part of it, and I'm very excited about doing it again. Tomorrow night we've got Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. They are in the realm of Hades. Yeah, we're talking about big Greek mythology crossover shit happening in the post game. Very excited for that. Tuesday, Dom starts Cyberpunk. Wednesday we continue Monster Hunter. Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall. Friday, Orpheus continues Rime of the Frost Maiden. Saturday morning, we've got more Red Hand of Doom. Saturday night, Curse of Strahd Classic continues. And then Sunday morning, we'll be back here. I hope everyone has a safe and healthy week, and I'll see you next time.